Good evening, Pony fans. Hey, this is KVRising.com coming to you live with the Coach Brown pregame / postgame show. Hadn't had a chance to talk to him this year, but this is something we want to do every Thursday night. We're meeting down here at Coneyville / Sub City here in beautiful downtown Kellyville. Feel free to join us every Thursday night around 6 o'clock. But welcome, Coach. 2-0 sounds great.
Yeah, it's a nice feeling to get off started to the right foot and get that win over Kiefer, the first one out of the chute, and kind of beat our rival and all that stuff. So.
And of course, Caney Valley last week during senior night, and we did a celebration to the our first responders and the military, which I thought Kellyville kind of showed off that night.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was something that Kellyville can be proud of.
You mentioned Kiefer, Coach. You want to talk a little bit about that game before we?
Yeah, I'll touch base on that. The biggest thing is the way we came out the second half. Our kids are they handled the adversity. They fought through it. And, came out on the second half and just played like we were capable, and it was really fun. And we were fighting not only Kiefer, but we were also fighting a few other wars out there. So it was a very good game to get started out for the season.
I know with the COVID stuff and all that, you guys arrived right before game time. Can you talk a little bit about your preparation there?
Well, we had our choice of getting there early and doing all that, or just showing up and walking off and playing. And I think we're going to do it again this Friday. Because you get there, you got to hang out, you have to follow these rules. We'd rather do that in the comfy confines of our locker room, and then just get there last minute and hop off. I mean, they also know we're coming because the sirens will be blaring again.
That's awesome. The police escort into Kiefer was awesome. You said Kiefer and then Caney Valley last week, so of course we're 2-0, but averaging 63 points a game. Did you see that before the season?
Yeah, kind of. Here's the deal. We're pretty good. People just don't want to. I don't think outside of our little circle want to accept the fact that Kellyville football is pretty good this year. I saw it coming. We got weapons all over the place. I mean, we got a slot receiver / running back that can play running back, receiver. He can go play anywhere you need him in Tabor. You got TJ, who, I think he's second in the state in rushing right now. We got Jeremy Hicks, who's like fourth. And we have an offensive line that's kind of underrated. We were young last year and we took our knocks, but, those kids put the time in, they put the effort in, and we're getting better each and every week.
We kind of laugh up there in the booth. We call him the three-headed monster as far as your running back trio that you got there. But Colton Ayers also the quarterback. Yeah. He's 4-year starter. It seems like he's really matured this year.
Yeah, Coach Rosas came in from Texas and done a great job with him with our passing game. And, Colton's actually leading the state in completion percentage for balls throwing 20 or more attempts at throwing the football. So it just seems to be going really well right now, and we're just going to keep building on it. The thing is, we have a lot to work on, so, we have a long ways to go.
Okay. A couple of things I did want to talk to you about at Caney Valley game. A couple of things that stuck out to me anyway was the play of the defense. I mean, that team was a team that scored 41 points their first game out, and Kellyville held them to a big 0.
Yeah, Coach Reed's doing a great job with the defense. He stepped up. He got kind of put in that role at the beginning of week 1. And he's done a great job. I pretty much have just left it up to him to do, and we're just getting better. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That's our goal. We try to get better every day. That's what's going on.
It's certainly fun to watch.
Yeah.
One of the players that stuck out to me that I've been asking about was Garrett Reed.
Yeah.
He seemed like an animal out there.
Yeah, he can be an animal when he doesn't want to stand up and peep. As long as he plays with leverage, he's something else. But the biggest thing is getting him to play with his pad level, but it's getting better.
And your big offensive line also opening up the gaps and all that. You want to talk about the dogs a little bit more? Or?
Yeah, we can talk about the pit bulls a little bit. Well, we're starting to go down the line. First, you got John Vaughn, who's a senior, works his butt off. Great kid. Loves to be physical, which is great. And then he plays that tackle spot for us, so we ask him to do some things, pull, be a little bit on stretch. He's the guy that kind of, you'll see we'll run the ball to the left, and he as the right tackle, we're working to get around with him. And then Caden Lowe's improved, like no other. I mean, he's something else when he's going straight ahead. Tyler Stewart's really came around at center for us, which was a position of need for us, and he stepped up. And then Cam Robinson obviously was a starter as a freshman, and then James Butler started as a freshman too. So they're sophomores now. We're just maturing and getting better. I have a pretty good offensive line coach, Coach Wazinski, so he does a great job with them.
It's definitely there's some holes out there that I think I could run through, and I'm fat and old.
I'm going to be honest with you. The reason I think that we have been successful is because of the coaching staff. I mean, the guys on my staff are unbelievable. They work hard. They do anything I ask, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. I'd take them anywhere, any place, at any level. So
absolutely, that's good to hear. The kids act like they're having fun out there too. That's the big difference I'm seeing.
Yeah, we have a little fun.
Little bit of fun going on. You got to keep pumping action happening.
Well, that's not going anywhere. And then I don't know. Some of these kids got some personality. Like they're kind of entertaining just to be around. I mean, it's not like we come to practice and they're just a bunch of fuddy-duds. I mean, they're unique. So.
Well, we got one more game before districts start the following week.
Yep.
So we got Mounds up tomorrow night. What can we expect from Mounds?
Well, probably about the same thing that Coach Rob produced when he was here. But no, they're big, and they're really big. And we feel like there's some things we can take advantage of. They're going to give us a good test. We'll be able to work on some things, and I think it'll be a good game. It's their homecoming. They're going to be all fired up. So
if you're out there, Pony fans, make sure you try to make it to the game. But if not, you can always catch us live on kvrising.com. We will be bringing that game as well as all the football games. We're going to talk to two of your three-headed monsters, as we call them, a little bit later and get their opinion and all that. But what's it like coaching a group of seniors like you've got? I mean, it's
to be honest with you, it's kind of challenging because number one, it's hard to get everybody the ball. I mean, you give the ball to TJ and he's liable to snap off an 80-yard run, and then you're going. I mean, he comes to me and goes, "Hey, Coach, we're going to tap it." I was like, "Well, I'm trying, but you keep breaking 80-yard runs. I don't know what you want me to do here." Okay?
Right.
And then tap it means, him and the tailback and the R switch. And so, I got to make a conscious effort to make sure everybody's getting the ball because they're all talented. They all have the opportunity to go play college football. Ever since Kiefer, my phone's been blowing up with colleges. So I got a feeling we're going to be pretty fortunate to sign quite a few to the next level. They're smart kids. This is probably the smartest group of seniors I've ever had as far as academic-wise. I mean, every one of them got a 3.8 or above.
Wow, that's impressive.
They're just fun to be around. I mean, they all have their own unique personalities. Got to learn how to manage it, but overall, they're just fun.
Well, that's great. That's great. Well, I tell you what, Coach, Mounds tomorrow evening, then district play starts. Let me ask you this because we hadn't had a chance to talk much about the pandemic going on. How much has that been a factor in the way you guys prepare? Is there anything you're doing different now than?
Well, it's kind of weird. Over the summer, we had to kind of really organize our summer pride, and we stumbled onto something the way we organized it that actually helped us. So amid all this goofiness, some really goods came out of it. And I think, too, what it's done is the kids have done a great job of understanding they got to handle their business away from here to make sure that we get to play each and every week. So, I don't know. We've had to do a few things. They got to have a seating chart on the bus, and we got to wear these gator things in the locker room. We don't drink out of it. We provide water bottles, not, water in the water bottle that you get from, cases of water we go through. But other than that, I feel like nothing's really changed. We're just going about our business, and the kids have done a good job of doing what they're supposed to so far.
Well, 2-0, looking to go 3-0 tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock versus Mounds. And I guess time you watch this broadcast, it will be tomorrow. So 7 o'clock tonight in Mounds. Make sure you tune into KV Rising if you cannot make it. Well, Coach, I tell you what, I'm going to let you get out of here. We'd like to sit down with
I just want to give a shout-out to my mom and dad who will be watching in Great Bend, Kansas.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we've been doing that on the game broadcast. Yeah. We've been saying hi to your mom and dad. So, we hope they are enjoying
Mom, I'll make sure that I shave before tomorrow. So, Don't get mad if you see some whiskers.
And, Coach, I wanted to mention Coneyville and Sub City here, they feed the players and everything after the game.
Right.
Or pregame, whatever they got to do for you. But they have started the Pennies for Ponies.
Okay.
And it is set up here on their counter. So if any of the fans out there want to come and donate to the Pennies for Ponies cause, make sure that they come down here. I just want to tell them that.
I want to give them a little. They feed the coaches before the game and after the game because we stay up and grade film after the game, so they make sure we're fed before and after.
Awesome.
And we don't even order what's on the menu. We have the Coach Brown special. We have the Coach T special. So they know what we like and what we want, and that's what we get. So I'm going to actually get one before I head out.
That's good. And we will be at Mounds tomorrow night. Also, KV Rising will be doing something different after the game. Coach Brown has agreed to put on a cordless headset and a cordless mic, and we will have him on the field tomorrow evening following the game after he does his little congratulations talk to the players and all that. But until next week, guys, this is Robbie Jones. I'm with Coach Brown at the Coach Brown pregame and postgame show.
I'm Billy Vaughn here with Trevor Jones, senior tailback for the Coneyville Ponies. I'll get his thoughts on your past two games. You guys are 2-0 rolling into Mounds tonight. This will be shown Friday night before the game. So, what is the attitude in the locker room that's different from last year? Because it's basically the same players from last season.
Yeah, we only lost a couple people, like 3. We only lost 3 players. So, I mean, the atmosphere is kind of the same, but it's just, like, different at the same time, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all just know that, like, all the seniors just took control. You know what I'm saying? Because we only had a couple seniors last year.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it works is the seniors kind of set the tone, and it trickles down.
Yeah, that's for sure. We all worked really hard during the summer, during Summer Pride, made sure everybody showed up, just work hard. And that's really all that changed, really, is everybody just working hard to want to be better, want to win.
Yeah, and that's the thing with winning is it becomes expected.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start winning, you start expecting to win. And that kind of goes with losing too, you know.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
But you guys are off to a epic start. I've been following this program for about the last 7 or 8 years, and I've never seen a start like this. I mean, you yourself, when you run the ball, it's electric. I mean, literally, it's wow. You know, I'm like, what? it's you're definitely, you know, a good ball carrier for sure. A family member of mine described you as a power back breakaway speed, and that I think that pretty much nails it. Yeah. I know when you touch the ball, it's like anywhere on the field, you know, you can bust a 90-yard touchdown or a 9-yard touchdown. You can either power your way in or get loose on the perimeter and break away. And it seems like this year, to me, once you guys get to the second and third level, it's game over. It looks like that line is really working for you guys to get you to the second level.
Yeah, they've done way better these past couple games than I've seen in a while, honestly. It's just like they got more drive in them this year, seems like. And our skills players, like, if you get us open or get us a lane, we're going to go. Like, all of us. It's not just like a couple of us. It's all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I noticed that, Nate Stubblefield, is that his name?
Yes.
He picked up right where the starters left off Friday night, last Friday night with Caney Valley.
That was only his second game at running back also.
His second game at running back,
yeah.
He took that around the left side, and, yeah, it was game over. And like I was saying a while ago, though, you know, the seniors set the tone, and then it trickles down through the juniors and the sophomores and the freshmen. And as long as you guys keep that level of play up, then your backups will keep that level of play up. And that's something that this year that I've noticed that I haven't had in the past is depth. It seems like you guys, if one of your starters goes down, there's somebody will step in and perform at least at that level. But so what are you thinking about Mounds?
They got a couple big dudes, but I ain't really too worried about them. Honestly, our defense is going to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? We got expectations for our defense like every week, so I ain't too worried. If we just do like we're coached to do, then it ain't like they're going to be a problem.
Yeah, I noticed that at Kiefer, you guys were down at halftime, and even last year, it seemed like you guys would come out in the second half and just almost give up. And the way you guys fought back at Kiefer showed me more in that one game than any game last year. And now Caney Valley was a shutout, so you've got a comeback and a shutout under your belt now. So there's no excuses now, man.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, it's pedal to the metal from here on, And you guys are playing so loud is what the deal is. You've taken two crowds out of the game. Caney Valley didn't have that many fans anyway. You guys, Kiefer stands were freaking packed.
Yeah,
there were people hanging off. Yeah, it was senior night. There's people hanging off the sides of the stands, and there wasn't a peep coming from over there. I can guarantee you that. So, yeah, if you can take the other team's crowd out of the game,
yeah, that's for sure.
you guys are rolling. It's incredible. I mean, I've used a lot of words to describe football games before, and incredible is definitely the one I think about when I think about you guys this year. Seems like everything's lined up, and it's special. I don't know. It's really weird. And I've been around the program, like I said, for 7 or 8 years, and you guys just seem to gel as a team and a family.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'll tell you what. You get the ball, and it's like I hold my breath. But well, man, congratulations. I'm gonna talk to your teammate for a minute.
All right, appreciate it.
Okay, I'm Billy Vaughn again here with Taylor Thornbrugh. Did I say that right? Thornbrugh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, your last name's spelled kind of like Vaughn. There's a bunch of silent letters in there, and it throws everybody.
Yeah, it does. It does
So,
a lot of people off.
What is your take on the season to this point? You guys are 2-0. You've put up some incredible numbers. I mean, and I've noticed this year it seems like you're playing more in the slot, which you're dangerous. You got that vertical speed, so that's probably where you need to be. And everybody has a role on a team.
Yes, sir.
I'm
just looking for the playoffs. As long as we make it there, I mean, we'll be cruising. I mean, I'm a multi-player, position guy. I mean,
Right,
wherever
right.
you need me, I could be running back. I could be.
right. And it's good to have that in your belt, in
Yes,
your
sir.
tool belt.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I know now. Are you corner or you play safety?
I play safety.
Safety, good
Yes,
deal.
sir.
Yeah, I noticed you've had a couple of pretty decent block, pass disruptions. We'll call them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Should have had 3 picks. But I dropped them.
dude, if you ever get one,
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
be 6 points. You took that kickoff back at Kiefer,
Yes, sir.
and it's no different than a pick, So, and that's what I was kind of talking with Trevor. You guys are so dangerous. It doesn't matter if you're on offense, defense, special teams, anywhere on the field. You get the ball in the right guy's hands, and it's going to be 6 on the scoreboard.
Yes,
so
sir, we're dangerous.
yes, very
Dangerous
dangerous.
this
And
year.
there's no red zone. The 20-yard
No,
line
no.
in is not your red zone. Is from when you start a
All
drive.
we need to do is get past that first line, and we're cruising.
Yeah, it's. So what are you thinking about the playoffs? We were just talking a while ago off camera about Millwood having a COVID issue, and they're having to
they're
quarantine
for 2 weeks, so.
So they're going to have to forfeit.
I don't know if they'll have to forfeit. I think they'll reschedule their games.
Yeah, they could reschedule. I think that's an option. They can either
Yeah.
reschedule or if the other team doesn't want to reschedule, then they'll just put
I
a L
don't
on
know
them.
what they're gonna do about that.
I don't know, but they're quarantined for 2 weeks. They're coming up fairly soon. I mean, you guys have Mounds
yes,
and
sir.
then Meeker. Meeker's going to
Mounds
be a
and Meeker.
tough game.
Meeker's gonna
You
be
know.
a good game. I mean, they lost a lot of guys, but I mean, they're still the same team.
Yeah, and it's
Because
a
I mean,
it's
they were
a
young too. We're a young team. We're
Yeah.
coming up and all that.
and to me, football is about culture. The program itself, the school, the town.
Yes, sir.
And when everything's clicking and working right, then the sky's the limit. But
Yes,
I've been
sir.
watching you play. Well, John is my son. You're in the same grade. I've been watching you play all this time, and you're dangerous. I mean, I don't. If I was an opposing coach, looking at X's and O's, I was feeling bad for Caney Valley about the halfway
Oh,
through
I
the
was-
third quarter.
I was feeling bad for him before we even started the game. I knew the guys that we're going in the game with, and I just knew it wasn't going to be a happy ending.
Yeah, your 11 was definitely better than their 11
yes,
at any given time.
Yes, sir.
And that's what it's 11 on 11. You put your best 11 out there and see what happens. But yeah, I've like I said, I've been following the program for about 7 or 8 years now, and you guys are performing at a level that I've never seen here at Kellyville.
Yes, sir.
Since I've seen with my eyes, So yeah, people's going to start expecting it. If you guys have a good year this year and you blow through, and I see you guys, having a good regular season and making a pretty decent. I mean, just from right now, and you guys are 2 games in the season.
Right.
If the wheels stay on, you guys are going to be tough.
Yes, sir. We just got to keep working hard in practice.
I mean, you guys throttled Sperry at that scrimmage, and Sperry's always got a good team,
Sperry's
year in, year out. Yeah, and
yes,
you guys
sir.
throttled. That was, we're not going to talk about the scrimmage before that because that was just throwing people in a wood chipper is what that was.
Right. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you guys. I tell you, I keep saying you guys can you're dangerous from anywhere.
Yes, sir. We got receivers, running backs, DBs, everybody.
Yeah,
we got linemen.
The line looks like they're gelled and they're working, and that makes all the difference in the world. If they can create a hole for a running back or give the quarterback time to set up and find his receivers, then good luck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know, and it seems like, I don't know why, and I didn't notice it. I watched the Kiefer broadcast of the Kiefer game. They broadcast it, and I was listening to their announcers, and they were talking about how big Kellyville was. I never realized it, I mean, I'm used to seeing John, he's a good-sized kid, but it's like everybody's that big now. Last year he was one of the bigger ones, and this year it's like everybody hit a growth spurt but him. So, yeah, it's you guys got some beef though.
Yes, sir, we do.
And I know Colton will sit back there and pick a defense apart.
Yes,
sir, if he's got time, he's going to pick them apart. And that's where you come in. If you're playing in the slot or split out or whatever.
Connor Thomas.
Yeah.
Connor Thomas is a big dude coming up.
Yeah, and what's that one kid, that real tall kid they got? I can't think of his name. Is that Connor Thomas? Is that his name?
Thomas.
Yeah. He's like.
Dude, he's just throw him a jump ball.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a good receiver to have in your pocket as a quarterback.
Yes,
if you get down close, just drop it in about the goal line towards him, and he'll go get it. Yeah, he could probably out jump any D-back in the state in 2A.
Because of how tall and lengthy he is, he's dangerous.
Yeah, it looked like all the other kids were hitting him about shoulder high. He's got a head on him, and he's got them big old long arms and long legs. So yeah, but yeah, I tell you that when you caught that kickoff return at Kiefer and you took it to the house, I was
ready to go. I was so hyped.
It's hard to contain myself during the broadcast watching you guys because you guys are just so explosive. And last week with Caney Valley, my other son Matt, was up there with me in the booth because Rob does the PA. And he just kept going, wow. And, he played at Kellyville.
I played with him.
Yeah, and he still can't, he couldn't wrap his head around the performance you guys were putting in, And I've been watching football, let's see. I'm old. I'm not going to tell you my age, but I'm old enough to have watched the Dallas Cowboys of the 70s. The Cowboys-Steelers rivalry in the 70s and the Cowboys-49ers rivalry of the 80s. You guys have just put up some points. I mean, 64-0 was – I have never witnessed a dismantling like that.
Oh, it was outstanding.
In 40 years of watching football.
Yes, sir.
So congratulations on that.
Appreciate it.
Man, you guys keep rocking.
Yes, sir. I'm going to keep it rolling.
Play loud. That's what y'all's doing. Everybody else is on like 6 or 7, and y'all's like cranked it up to 10.
Yes,
every play.
Every snap.
Yeah. Yeah. Just keep going, man. Hey, you guys got this. I'm telling you. I'm 100%.
Yes,
I'm sold out. So thanks to CT Decorative Concrete and Patriot Air, and special thanks to Coneyville for hosting the coaches show, and enjoy the game.